on the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a young man getting the start. In week one, a big test for their rookie quarterback.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, there's a pretty good heart on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week one. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
A gain of 15.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Operating from the gun. Kendrick connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Daniels. That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Daniels. We'll give this out to Tootin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And this one taken in by Olave. From the 38 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Daniels looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Now Daniels. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's Daniels. Over the middle for King. It's Horton. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love the
touchdown. Chris Olave, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Kendrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
13 yards on the play.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Back to throw. Kendrick connects with Kittle underneath. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Kendrick targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Delay of game. Offense.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Kendrick. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. We'll find Jones again, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Kendrick. And Jones has it over the middle. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chase Brown, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they got it with a first and 10. Gets this complete to Butte. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. The pass caught by Olave. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Love. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
First down. First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 more yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Runs good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wits in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
That's another Broncos first down.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. From the 33, here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Back to throw again. They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Broncos.
First and 10, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. A check down here to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Kendrick. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 5. And the Broncos first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Second down and 8.
15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is called. Touchdown, Denver. George Kittle from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down. Clean. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. To throw is Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
16 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
31. Seahawks 14.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense... mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Take over
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Gain of 18. And the Seahawks.
Throwing now is Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, take your fun. All right, yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Daniels. He completes it to Olave. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Kendrick. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Kendrick. Caught. It's Wilson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break 3, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that one to the right side and incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And you have to think Charles down 3 scores already. Need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Here's Daniels. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's another Seahawks first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Olave holds it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Back to throw. Daniels. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jaden Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And able to get this out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Throw out wide is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
The coverage by John Campbell.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got the man, Boutte. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside to 25. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you're setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards and running with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Play is a turnover on down.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And it's taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Kendrick. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Here's a give to Brown.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
a gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down to Denver.
They give it to Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds It's about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And they'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Chase Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
To throw is Daniels. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, it's still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up with another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Junior Colson.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him now complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. To the right side, that's where Tillman is.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
To the left side, complete. That's Horton.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Daniels.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cedric Tillman.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bill Lutz set to kick off.
he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Handing it off to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good for Broncos first down.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Kendrick. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now it's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And all the way down inside. For the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Broncos first down.
Brown will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Ooh, the juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawks offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Trims into the stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Here's 2nd and 3.
Chris Olave. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage by Evan Williams.
Back to throw again. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun is Jones. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Good coverage by Evan Williams.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Good coverage by Jahad Campbell.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain. That's another Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
12 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he takes this one into the end zone and on sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. That's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
45. Seahawks 42.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.